quick glance at trending news topics, brought to you by the Edge of the Web podcast.
And this is actually in reference to our guest last week, Susan Wenograd. She was actually at SMX and presented a great presentation that we unpacked last week. Facebook ads aren't what they used to be, so it's time for a smarter social ad buying. So Taylor Peterson actually gave a great piece of information over at Search Engine Land. It really encapsulated what Susan talked about, and it was really talking about very similar to what we were saying from the last article, the oversaturation of advertising. Customers are numb to the ads, and creative is at the core of being able to excel in the ad space. And unless you're nimble and unless you're actually measuring the data and learning from the data, because it's not just about a conversion anymore, it's about getting that experience and buying that data. So segmenting your audience, UTMing the heck out of it. That's what we talked about last week. Very enjoyable conversation, but it's a great synopsis of the point here. And from a content standpoint, employees and customers alike, they are wanting to see creativity, and they also want to be able to see authenticity as it comes out of a brand.
I think that's a really important piece here is the ability now for a company to actually leverage its assets. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for authenticity out of a brand, what better place to look than your subject matter experts?
Amen.
You have subject matter experts within your company, but your chances are marketing isn't leveraging them as much as they could be in terms of, typically they might be asking them, hey, can you write this white paper? Can you help us understand how this thing works?
Right.
But you can also leverage them in a way that, marketing is typically doing some level of listening, right? And they see a conversation that is going on out there by maybe an influencer out there in the marketplace. Why not ask your subject matter experts to jump into the conversation?
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of our content, or especially more of this week's featured guest, including a full-length interview, head on over to YouTube and search for Edge of the Web. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to see digital marketing news as it happens.